Everyone wants to feel powerful, but what if the real power isn't in shouting louder winning arguments or getting even what if it's in not reacting at all? Imagine this: the world is on fire around you, your phone's blowing up, someone just insulted you online, bills are overdue, your boss is on your back, and yet you sit still, unmoved, calm, not because you don't care, but because you've learned the ancient art of not letting it in. That's not a weakness. That's the Stoic weapon they never taught you in school, and today you're going to learn it. There's a strange kind of power in not caring, not in a reckless, nihilistic way, but in a focused, disciplined way. This isn't apathy, it's awareness, it's strength, it's Stoic philosophy in action. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm, people shouting at you, events swirling out of control, expectations crashing like waves, and yet you remain still, unmoved, unafraid. Because you've trained your mind not to be owned by the noise. That kind of indifference isn't cold-heartedness. It's self-mastery. It's a shield the world can't pierce. When Marcus Aurelius sat in the heart of Rome's chaos, surrounded by war, betrayal, and the weight of an empire, he didn't write about revenge or rage. He wrote about indifference to insults, to applause, to pain, to fortune, and in doing so, he unlocked something few of us ever touch: the ability to choose what matters. That's the hidden promise of Stoic philosophy, that freedom begins the moment you stop reacting to everything. Now think back. When was the last time something small ruined your entire day? A comment, a delay, someone forgot to say thank you. We don't realize how easily we hand over our peace, how quickly we let something meaningless become something powerful because we didn't stop to question it. Epictetus once said, "It's not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." That's a truth most people never internalize. We walk around reacting to shadows, to stories we create in our heads, to fears and assumptions. But what if we didn't? What if we built a kind of filter in our minds, one that caught every thought before it turned into suffering? What if we practiced indifference not to life, but to nonsense? There's a story about Cato the Younger, one of Rome's most principled men. He walked barefoot through the city, wore plain clothes. He didn't do it to stand out, he did it to train himself, to become indifferent to luxury, to judgment, to reputation. He wanted freedom, not the kind you buy, the kind you become. And that's the kind Stoic philosophy teaches. Look at your own life. How often do you shrink or shift because of what others might think? How many times have you lost sleep over opinions that didn't deserve 5 seconds of your attention? This is where indifference becomes your weapon. It cuts through the noise. It says, not my business, not my burden. It's not that you stop caring about the world. You just stop letting it dictate your soul. You stop feeding your ego with reactions. You stop chasing validation from people who are just as lost. Seneca, another great Stoic, was exiled by Rome. He lost power, status, everything. And yet instead of falling apart, he wrote. He walked among trees. He studied nature. He gave thanks not for what he lost, but for what he found perspective. That's what the power of indifference gives you. Clarity. It brings you back to what matters. It takes the wheel away from fear, from anger, from ego, and hands it back to you. And here's the truth. The world wants you to react. That's how it controls you, through headlines, through gossip, through dopamine and outrage. But your stillness, your refusal to be baited, that's rebellion. The next time someone disrespects you, the next time the plan falls apart, the next time your pride screams for attention, try this pause, breathe, ask, does this deserve me? Because the truth is, most of it doesn't. Most of what comes at you is noise in disguise. But when you choose indifference, you choose peace. You choose to live on your own terms. You choose Stoic philosophy over emotional chaos. Let them gossip. Let them misjudge. Let the storm come. You you'll stand still because you've learned something rare, something timeless. That indifference isn't a lack of feeling, it's the presence of strength. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, every time your emotions flare up, ask yourself, is this helping me grow or is it just noise? And if it's noise, let it go. Watch how powerful you become. Watch how free you feel. Watch how clear the world becomes when you stop reacting to everything in it. In a culture obsessed with drama, silence is your revolution. In a society that rewards attention-seeking self-restraint is your edge. And in a world that screams your calm, your indifference, your wisdom will speak louder than anything else. You don't need to be louder, you need to be still. That's the Stoic weapon. That's the power of indifference. And now it's yours. If this message stirred something in you, if a part of you is tired of being reactive, tired of chasing, tired of being pulled by every little storm, then take the first step. Try living with indifference just for 1 week. Not apathy, not detachment, but mindful, intentional indifference. Let the world do what it does. You stay centered. If this idea resonates, if you believe in this quiet strength, then subscribe to the channel. Because here we're not chasing trends, we're chasing truth. And we're doing it with the timeless clarity of Stoic philosophy. Share this with someone who's drowning in noise. Leave a comment, tell me where you struggle to stay calm. And I promise I'll meet you there with tools, with stories, with the wisdom of those who walk this path before us. Now go, be still, be free, and carry the power of indifference into the world.